Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing today? This is your friend Jeff. Okay, so I just wanted to let you know that this game was on sale on Steam, spring sale, so I ended up buying it. I had to play through what I did in all the demos, so everything that you've seen up to Penza, basically, it's a little different because, of course, I had to replay this whole thing. And stuff like that. So I just wanted to let you be aware of that. So we are at Penza, and now we can actually continue in the game where the demo, stopped I can't even remember, but anyways. So I upgraded one of these trains to additional living space. So I used 100, I think it was 100 wood and 100 metal, which is very costly, obviously. But I wanted all the cars to be, like I think when you upgrade them, they get damaged in some way. Because, this is damaged, that one's damaged. This one I upgraded a long time ago, and then I think I repaired it. Because whenever I get low on stuff, I then try to just do a little damage repair. And then once it's all gone, I know I can't do anything. So I'll show you car 3. I have the women in here along with the doctor. And then in car 2, we have these people. And in car 3, we have these now. He's injured really badly, and because I had to do Penza battle again, just to get to this point, so that way I can go forward in the game, which I've gone a little further, but then I had to redo it and stuff. So I'm aware of a few things, and matter of fact, if you see that I have 18,000, it's because I read up in the Steam forum, and so I got some pointers and tips and stuff. So I mean, I hit every so if you play the demo and get to this point here and do the battle, and then your demo ends, I hit every single place I could to sell anything that I could sell and yet keep moving forward. And I got up to 18,000 because I wanted to have a lot of money so I can decide to buy cars and different things. We're still low on everything, but I just wanted you to be aware of that and stuff like that. And then we got the storage. Like here I did, okay, so for these guys, I did all the same, right? Like new living space, additional living space, and metal plating. And I did that for this one, and then this one. And now here, I did, because we wanted the mouse catcher, the dead rats collector, and advanced mouse thing. And then I did metal plating, because we're going to get firebombed and airplane attacked. So I figured whatever sources I had, I gave them what I could do just as a basic thing to try to help the cars. And over here, I did improve boilers, so we saved 20% on fuel or something. And I did metal plating for them too. And now in order for us to get going, I gotta put somebody in here. And I don't know who the best people should be, but yeah. So now at least we'll be able to get moving. And this is the locomotive grandpa. So this is what we got. So unlike when you start the game, you got this souped up train, and now we're gonna move with a basic train. So it's a big difference. But I wanted to get you up to date on this. So that way you're aware of it. So just remember, I had a little bit more resources, but I had to get this car living space up. So, you know, see, it cost me 100 of my wood, and it cost me 100 of cloth, which I got 900 cloth. So like when I was go from the beginning of the game to this point, there's 2 legs to this, and when I was first playing this game, I would sell off a lot of cloth, but this time, you know, I sold off mainly like ammo and then other commodities and stuff like that in order to get up to 18,000. But I just want to tell you that the medical car is like 14,000, so that's why I need at least 18,000. So so that gives you the update of me doing this game now that it's the game instead of the demo and stuff. And this is a hard game, and I'm still on commander difficulty and the threat level. Like, we're gonna see this thing start moving, and that really good. And that's the one thing that I hate about this game. Like, I absolutely hate it. But it's gonna be something that's gonna be a problem. So okay. So with that said, I have to go up like this, and then I have to click here. And now we have to go to the depot, because we get a free car right here, this workshop. Like, so you either get the workshop or you get the cooking thing. Now I'm going to tell you something. At this place, right, I've seen, because I've gone beyond this point, but again, it was terrible, and it was a learning curve, so I had to come back and do this thing over and stuff. But I'm going to tell you that I was at a place. Okay, so now this first of all, the workplace, this is ours, so that's for free. You either pick this or the cooking thing, but this is more important than this one. And so priority should be to get this first. And then what I want is the hospital one. It's very expensive. And then the next depot that we go to, we're going to see this thing go up to 14,000. So, I mean, it's like ridiculous at some of the depots of the way the prices change and stuff. But honestly, I think and then let me just show you this workshop thing. It's 12,000, and I got it, and cooking 12. And so I want the hospital car. So I definitely want that. And so those are the things that I want right off the bat. So we're going to go ahead and do it. And now I only have 4,000. And so I don't have any more. We can look and see what he has here. He has fuel, but I'm not going to buy fuel. And I can't judge it, but what I'm saying is, at this depot, compared to others, I've seen higher prices at others. Because you can see we could get another car, we can get another storage, and that. So again, I got the free thing, and I got the medical thing, and then we're just gonna be done with it, because it's hard to, like, if I go to my train inventory, okay, so this is what's on my train in the storage. So you can see at the moment I got plenty of fuel, so I'm not going to buy fuel. I got a decent amount of food. I don't have much wood. I know it's okay, and this is high, so I got that. We got some metal, and we got gunpowder. Just a little bit. Now these foods here, other than one that I picked up in one battle, that the general or the officer who got killed, he dropped this ghoulish thing. So that was free. These I did buy along the way, just so I could have some. And then I bought one tier 2 rifle, and I bought one tier 2 short rifle, which a grenader gets. I did not buy the 2 Parabellum pistols that are level a tier 2. And the reason is because I've learned that we don't really want medics as just a basic medic. We want to have a multi-class person, because they'll have something better than a pistol. So at some point, if I don't want a medic in, I could probably sell these for pistols if I multi-class all my people. So I think that's enough that I could share with you about this, and why that I saved up 18,000 money. And I got through. And matter of fact, I'll tell you, on the Penza Penza battle, I saved bullets. Like, I saved bullets, meaning I did a lot of stealth killing in this particular battle. So that meant no bullets. And matter of fact, only my medic shot a few bullets, and then my snipers shot a couple of bullets. But so I saved a lot of ammo, because ammo is kind of expensive and we can sell it. So now that we got this right, there's things that I could do, but I gotta watch this threat level here. But I was thinking, now that we have these things, and then we can go to train composition, I think. But for right now, I want to see, because I want to test something. And I'll tell you. Okay, yeah. Let me see. Yeah. So I'm gonna tell you something. It's too bad, right? Like, something that I did do, and it was okay. So if I explain this, I'm not doing any spoiler things, because if you already have played the demo, you know that the first time you go into Moscow, everybody dies except who's on your squad. So all the wonderful stuff that you got up here is all gonna be gone. So usually what you want to do is the 10 people that you're going to put into the battle, or 6, because if you do 6, then everybody else is going to die, and you can get more of the new people to join. But I went in with 10, and I wanted to have those 10, and then everybody else died and stuff. So what I wanted to explain was, so in the demo and in this real game, where I had to start the whole thing over, we had a lot of resources up here. So what I did is, even though that train was high, that train that you get at the beginning is highly like tiered up, what I'm saying is they had a few gaps in it that I could apply to it. And so what I did is I repaired, or gave, to get those extra things of whatever that new train, that nice train didn't have. I used the resources to do it before going into Moscow. So that way the guys that were doing the upgrades were getting experience. And so, in other words, you want to use up everything that you can to get the guys trained up and stuff. And so maybe I'm explaining a lot of things that you don't need to see, and I'm boring you, and I'm sorry about that. But anyways, and this is why I want to say, like in the hospital car, you can see that there's none here. And so that means whatever this hospital car was missing, I did. I fully researched all the things of this, and it's gonna give me 0. So nothing that you do on that new plane will matter, other than letting the people who are doing the upgrade get experience. So that's the only thing that we get out of this whole game, all the way up to Penza, is just experience. Because I should have had all the research done here, and it's nothing. So anyways, the first thing I've got to do is get a doctor here, and I keep screwing up. Doctor right there. All right. So he's 80%, 76. She's 80, she's 70. Oh yeah, okay. So, and then right here, I got to get him in there. I got to get him in there. Yeah, I got to get her in there. I got to get him in there. So we have Bedrich, Maximilian, Gustav, and Camille. Yeah, so we got the 4 in there. Okay, and we can only put 2 more until we upgrade this. And so yeah, so this is truly why I wanted to go through the game again from the very beginning, get to this point, and save up, and I got it up to 18,000. But I needed probably at least 15,000 to get this medical car. And so now the nice thing is these 2 doctors are going to get experience once the time starts going. And then these people are going to get good. And we don't have any consumables like first aid kits where I could give it to them. I only had 1 first aid kit by the time I got out of that battle. And I had to apply it to him because he was in critical state and stuff. And so, and I wouldn't want to lose Max. I mean, he's from the very beginning of the game. So that is what I wanted to do there, and so so at the moment, that's okay right there. I want to go to this. And I think the thing that we need to do here is to put he's an engineer. So we need okay, now this tells me that we need engineers in here. And so I'm not going to get to move the train then. Okay. Okay, so, because this is interesting. It seems like I can do all these, but okay, now something, and again, that there's a lot of decisions that you have to make in this particular game. And and so I read some stuff in the forums to try to get more information. Oh my gosh. 400. Wow, that is a big cost. Holy smokes. But it's very important to have this. I mean, all of this stuff is, you know, nice to do, right? But it's nice if I can get this done. It's gonna take 24 hours. So let's say I do that, and now I only have 500. And just like, what would this cost? 500. Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow, that is something. Okay, so again, it's not. Let's go back to this. Okay, so we're gonna have to spend time of 24 hours in a cycle, and we're gonna be here now. If this thing goes up, we're gonna get firebombed. But before I move out the train, I want to at least, you know, get something done and use up some of this. But I gotta still decide. So if we're doing this for the work car, what can we do over here? So we got surgery instruments, disinfectant, me. New beds, additional beds, comfortable beds, stove, installation. So I would do installation before stove. And then here, yeah, and then, yeah, you know, the thing is, we got metal. So this car, you know, all right, so that's going to take 70. But if I got these, you know, it would be so nice to be able to... Currently stoking, so if I'm not going to move the plane, because you can't move it when you're upgrading, I want to try to get simultaneously things being done. So in this 24-hour period, these things would be done. Because once I don't have resources, I ain't going to be able to do any of this, and then we'll stop moving the train and stuff. But, but yeah, if I were to, okay, so if I got him there, maybe here, I can put this guy. And so if I start that, that's going to take away 70. We'll still have 200. So let's say if I do that. He's currently stoking. But again, we don't need them stoking or doing anything because the train ain't moving. So yeah, let's do that. And now we're down to that. But at least these two cars will have metal like all the other cars. Because when we get firebombed, because wood is going to burn, so I mean, with metal, unless you get really high heat, metal doesn't melt. So anyways, so that is the plan. So should I, yeah, because that's going to take a considerable amount of my stuff. So let's go ahead and do that. without anything else I'm doing. Like, let's do that and run it. Okay, let's pause. Okay, so now, this one I think is, if I go back to this, they got 22 hours to research the winter uniform and the soldiers deployed squads. Okay, so 1 temperature level. So what I read about that in this game was that in winter the hottest thing is level 5. So if they have this winter uniform, it's now, even if it was at 5, you minus 1 of it. So it's only going to be cold for level 4. And then if we have the pants, that's another point, so 2. So meaning, even in the harshest of winter at 5, if they have winter clothing on, there's 2 points that go away from that, so it's only going to be at a degree of 3. And so you can see how important this will be for winter. And if I got the resources right now to at least get this done before I leave here, because I don't know when this is going to get activated, if it's not even if it's activated right now and stuff like that. So my argument is, or my video is about just the initial dealing with this train and how you could get 2 cars instead of just the free one. You can, and stuff like that. So if I consider it would be too much to get the pants on this, which would take all of this cloth, I might be better off going to my medical thing here and researching something here. So let's go ahead and so I think I just want to make sure that I'm going to do the right thing. Yeah. Oh, yeah. See? Okay, so unfortunately, I can't do it. Look, it needs 200 wood, and I only have 115 wood. And it only takes 30 metal, so I mean, I would have had enough metal. Okay, so I know I can't do that. So then, is there anything else? Like, the question is, should I save on those resources and just let this do it? Because don't forget, as time goes by, we need these people. Okay, well, maybe I could unlock more you know, that might be something. Like, maybe that should be something I should look into. Is the beds. Yeah, new beds. Yeah, so look. Yeah, that's something that I can do, because I gotta burn the 24 hours to get this up anyway, because the train can't move while I don't think well, maybe the train can move when we're just crafting or something. Yeah, maybe. But anyways, this is going to take 50 wood and 50 that. So yeah, let's do that then. I just want to accomplish something. I just want to accomplish something of while I have resources. And see, every time we do an upgrade, they get like healthy better and stuff. Huh. Yeah, but see, do you see how expensive it is that this game is? Do you see that? They want 100 wood and 100 cloth. And then comfortable beds. Yeah. Oh, and look at this: 100 wood and 200 cloth. And so now I only have 450 cloth. So what that means is I'm not going to be able to do the winter pants. And I'm not going to be able to do a lot of stuff, but like maybe we could. What is the installation cost? See, and don't forget when we're doing installation stuff like that. That's kind of preparation for winter, which we're still like a leg or two away from Siberia. So I mean, but it's good to know the cost, and then even to have the additional sealing. There's a lot of cloth, so that's why you have to have a lot of cloth. All right, well, let's look at this and see what we have. Yeah, so we opened up 3 more beds. Now, we could go into occupational. Oh, okay, so, yeah. Yeah, so why don't we do that? And again, I'm not saying that these are all the best things that you should be doing. It's just something that I'm doing to better this. It's now, so now if there's anything that needs wood, we're not going to have the ability to do anything with that. If something strictly needs metal, then we could technically do something. But then again, you need metal and gunpowder to make bullets. And I don't know if, I don't think I can do it in the workshop yet. Oh yeah, I mean, I can make bullets, yeah. Yeah, so maybe that's something that I could do, because we could, because we don't, all right, yeah, let me get these guys out of here, because we're done with that, and now we have these open spots. We don't have alchemy yet, so we won't be able to make bandages and things of that nature. And now these guys, so this guy uses his stamina, and then this guy is okay with his stamina and stuff like that. So yeah. Now I want to know is do I leave these guys here, or do I need them for the train? So should I just keep running the time, and then if we look at our people here, I can show you everybody here. She's very important in the game because of her housekeeping. She's the only one that I'm aware of that has the housekeeping. Extra resources from abandoned settlements. And then you need somebody that's a burgher. Okay, and this guy is a hunter. So this is why I brought I saved him from the 10 people that you could save before Moscow. Here's a hunter and an intelligence, strong-willed, herbalist. So a negotiator, a haggler and herbalist, and another haggler with a burger. Okay, so so you could put Alfred with Yeah, I'm thinking for a minute. Sorry. Yeah, because you need a house for towns that are abandoned towns. You need a housekeeper, and a burglar, and that way you'll get bonuses for doing it. If you use other people that don't have those, you won't get any bonuses. And so there's a lot of things. There's a ton of things that we need to be aware of about the way this game operates. And like this guy, okay, so again, I kind of want them to be balanced. Or instead of fitness, should I go to this one? Because these two, for a particular thing, these two count in a particular role that we can do with them. So I'm going to go there first. So this way, like, I don't know if this is for an engineer or if this is for a scout, or it could be, whatever. So yeah. So he done that. So yeah, so see, the thing about doing this game is, before even moving on in the game, getting all of these kind of things done to give everybody experience. Because the higher these guys or women get into their thing. And so yeah, so I might, okay, so let's, all right, well, what I like to do too is, we don't have anybody that qualifies to be in here. And so I'm going to take these guys out so they can rest. These guys got 16 hours. Let's go to this part of the train. See, that's going to take... Oh, wow. That's going to take a lot. Look at... So in any upgrade that we do to this train, when we ever get a new locomotive, those will pass over. So I'm just gonna burn it. Or like I said, what do you think? Should I blow the 100 and get this upgrade on the train? Decreases the chance of engine malfunction by 20%. Like, is the upgrade more important, or making ammo, crafting ammo, do you think would be better? So let's put Max there so he gets some training, and Gustin. And matter of fact, we could put multiple people in. And it should make the time go by faster. Oh no, what does this say? Treated. Yeah, okay, I think she can do it. Alright, we'll go ahead and do that. I'm gonna say it like this, okay? This will be an important thing, because the engine is the thing that's gonna pull the train and stuff. So if we can get this upgrade in before we take off, and now, we're done with that. And so now we have improved boiler, metal plating, brick arch support. So that, I think, now is all that I can do. And so while they're doing this research, I'm wondering if we could then move on. So let's make sure we have 4 people in here. So he's there. He's upgrading. Okay, so wait. There's no more up. He shouldn't be upgrading. There's. Oh, he's. No. So we got him and him. They're doing this. So that is Jasilov and Ondrjev. I don't know how to pronounce it, but those guys are there. So who I need here is anybody that's not them. So we shouldn't be upgrading any other place. And if we are, then... Okay, so then let me just look at it this way. Let me see on upgrades, right? There's nobody here. Oh, I see. These guys... I just don't have the resources. So let's drop them out. See, because I don't think we get any experience if we keep somebody in here when we're not actually doing an upgrade and stuff. It ain't like the armored vehicle where you just sit there and you get 720 XP for every 12 hours that goes by. But anyways, I don't think that doesn't work here. Now, if you know any differently, you can let me know. But I just want to make sure that I have nobody doing any of that. Okay, so yeah, so that is not the issue. So now we'll go back to this, and now we can put in anybody like this guy can go in. And then here I can put in him, and we can put in... I'm just looking for people that that I don't use. Like, alright, yeah. Because if I'm going to create a team, I'm going to need team people. And then, okay, so right before we the train car upgrade finish. Yeah, I know. Okay, so let's just do a promotion. So now that and look at, he can finally get a combat role, and he can do all these. That's wonderful. Okay, so this guy is a worker and an engineer. And so, just so I have the option of maybe putting him into a battle, and I could also make him a cook. That's interesting. But he's already got 2 worker jobs on the train. And if I can get him to be a scout, then I'm going to let him be a scout. And so now he has a combat role. So now we can't assign him to combat when the train is not moving. If he was, in it. And we do need engineers. So some people, if they already got 2 combat roles, and if I can grab an engineer, I'll do it. Just so that way I have options to do that. And you can see him that, as a matter of fact, if you look at this guy, he's got the burglar. So extra resources from abandoned settlements. So he will allow us to depending on if they're whatever. So let me I don't want to be, I'm throwing all kinds of information at you when, this is this might be boring for some people, and then some people don't know this game. This might be interesting. So I don't know. This is just my raw gameplay, and I always do that kind of stuff on all my games. So like this one, and the reason you'd want this guy at the very beginning of the game to go into crafting, because it's the only way that he's going to get experience. because you don't get enough people hurt for him to just be a doctor. So Crafton, you get to save him and Anna. That's the only way to save those two, is to put them in Crafton for the whole trip to Moscow. And the reason you want him is because he's pretty good, and he's got the burglar and he has the herbalist. So he takes care of two categories of when you're going on points of interest and stuff like that. So that's all that I can say about him. Now, as we look here, we have 22 of 36 spaces. And look at your journey ends if you have less than 6 soldiers. Yeah, wow, I didn't even, like, if you read that. There is strength in numbers. The journey ends when your crew has less than 6 soldiers. So yeah, so so if you lost everybody, like, yeah, just like when they firebomb and they have a plane attack. Imagine if this car got firebombed twice and let's say the plane attacked, I would lose all of these people. If I lost the car, you know what I mean? It's like whatever. So okay, so I think I'm at the point now. So what I want to do is I want to fan out like this, and we're going to take a look at this. So if we come out, we're going to go here, and I think this meter will start. Now we have a place where we can buy stuff and sell. Then we have another place here. Then we have a forest. So I think a forest, you need to have a hunter, a survivalist, and a herbalist. So if I can put a team, let me see. I want to before I get moving, I want to make some teams. Okay, so he's a hunter. So if I put him up there as a hunter, now, is there somebody? Yeah, well, we know that he's a herbalist, but okay. And here's the survivalist. So let me put him there. And now I just gotta find a herbalist, which. Right, he's lost some stamina. Yeah, the guys down here have lost more. So we have a survivor. I need a herbalist. Okay, let's go back up. Well, I guess I'll put him in. Okay, so now. And he's a negotiator too, so technically we can have him hit there, and then we could go to a store to barter with this team right here. So we'll confirm that team. Because yeah, you know, technically, okay, so if I move the train to here, I mean, I guess I could do it, because I'm not gonna. Let's get moving the train, I guess, and then this will start. So let's get, because once I get here, I can still create a team and send them out. You know what I mean? So let's see if we depart. Because there's nothing more that we can do here. And the guys that are researching the winter clothing can still do it while the train is moving, because it's just research. It's not upgrades to the train. So we're now in the game, going past Penza. And we can see, but it's... we gotta watch this meter. So we're gonna naturally stop right here at this place, and then we can see what they got here and stuff. Okay, so we are now stopped here, and it's a destroyed village. There was nothing there major, just ruins and old bones. If there was anything of value, it is gone. Ah, so okay, so this was a village that was nothing was here. Now, should we go to there, or should I? Yeah, let's. So there's nothing here. So let's go to this. Let's go. Yeah, let's go to here. Once we get here, we will deploy to see what is here, and then they will come over here and hit this. Because, yeah, that's all that we can do. And it's kind of pretty. But we're going to stop here and the game should pause. Okay, there we go. Hey, and look. While the game is paused, and so that way the threat level wouldn't move either. Okay, so again, my theory on this is to... wherever there's a 4, I kind of want them all even. And then once they're all even, I can then move up. So this is important. So we'll do that. And so yeah, so now we're going to deploy. Okay, so we hit that. I must admit, they do build wonderful churches, if only they could also follow the commandment, thou shalt not kill. Okay, so Anton, affected because Anton has a religious trait. There is a right to defend yourself, but the details depend on the religious teachings. So you are saying that you can kill if you defend yourself, then us returning home is self-defense, and those attacking and committing sin. I believe so. Those attacking us are committing a sin, and yeah, their blood will be on our own heads. Alright, now, okay, so now, don't forget, there is consequences in all of this. So, anyways, okay, so, sarcasm, but there was no joy in the laugh. The ambivalent nature of your predicament was not easily debatable. Follow with the description of the Torah and its sections on justified killing. Others listen carefully, although nobody wants to... Okay, so... now, we could leave and we might not get nothing, or something bad could happen, but I'm going to visit the church. Your soldiers knocked on the door. Okay, I am Father. Do you see refugees in our church? No, Father. Ah, yes. Doesn't your church side with the Tsar or White Army? Trying to force you to believe. We are pursuing many information and striving for the restriction. Won't you become even greater enemy to the Red Army? Maybe so, but I see no other way to unite all the sides of the conflicts. Something greater than man must untie us all, and it can be an ideology. I hope you have weapons. We have lots of books. You're heading to... Yep. You've got a long way to go. Yeah, no kidding. Squad left the church case. A father offered you to take part in the church supplies. Okay. Okay, well, okay, so we can pick one of these. And yeah, we need crafting. I'm like out of wood. I still have food, so I'm gonna take that. So this, okay. So see, so if we just didn't do this because we were afraid of it, sometimes you end up getting hurt doing these things. You can see that I just got 150 wood, which is something that I really needed. So that was beneficial. Now the threat level is here already. So I need to be ready to figure out what I need to do because I'm going to have to move the train. Because the threat meter started 2%. And if it gets up here, even if we move the train, it's only going to go down a little, and it just keeps advancing, and then they're going to firebomb us and stuff, and stuff like that. So you're going to have to consider that. I'm not going to show much more of this because the video will get longer anyways, but this shows you my strategy or tactical thing that I want to do. So if we create another team, we can see that this team can barter, and it can hit like it can hit woods. Yeah, because it's a hunter. So it can hit woods and lakes and barter. And so that's why this team is going to hit this. Because it has hunter, it has a survivalist, and it has a herbalist. So if I reroute the team to there, they will get this, and we'll get some bonuses because of these 3 people. But don't forget, it's going to cost them stamina and stuff like that. And I see a lake over here, but I might have to get them back to the train. And then they can also barter. But I also have somebody else that can barter too. And then I have this here. And then this one we need... Oh, let's see. We need a burglar and a haggler. So if I could make another team right now to be ready... Can I find a burglar? Yeah, Alfred is a burglar. So I'll put Alfred in. Oh, and he's also a barter too. So that'll give me multiple purpose. Oh, and I think I need a... Yeah, well, if he is a burglar and a haggler, I guess I could... And I can adjust that too, but I'm thinking that I'm going to move the train now, because that's going to be over there, and we got to find out what's here too. So let's go ahead and... So, see, that went away now. But we're going to stop here. And now we can look at this. And if we... Okay, so the one thing that I read in to get... Again, this is information of the game, like, oh, and I don't have any, so I'm not gonna be able to know. Gosh darn it, I can't show you, because I don't even know why I don't have any machine gun ammo. I think because I made the teams that have one in it and they took it. So I don't know. I can't tell you, like, if it's okay. Okay, so let me put that there for a minute. It's hard for me to judge because I can't judge if this is a... Well, this is probably a high price. So the question is, right, like, you know, herbs, like I said, yeah, you can see it's only, yeah, I don't think, you know what? I don't think it's worth... I mean, I guess it's a high price, but you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, so if I sacrifice here, because this is... I'm buying some wood, right? Because I know we're not going to get a lot of wood, so I'm going to lose that amount of money. I could counter it by selling off some of this available ammo. But if I get a battle, I'm going to need 8 to 10 people. And if some of the weapons don't have any ammo, they're going to go into the battle without any ammo and stuff. So I could counterbalance this, and this is what you had to do in the demo. Like, you had to decide what you want to buy and trade and do stuff like that. Like for example, when I bought this tier rifle, I sold the tier 1 rifle 1 for 1, so I got some money back, and stuff like that. But anyways, I think I'm gonna sacrifice the money, even though this is very expensive for this wood. Like, it's very expensive. But because I need to make upgrades and stuff like that before I finish this next leg of this game, this chapter, I need to, you know, be able to do upgrades and stuff. So, but you're not supposed to, like, it's always higher prices at these places, but again, because of the upgrades, I need to do that. Now, let's see, we're still far away. We're still far away from that, so if they are gonna go to here, and then if I look at this, we need a burglar and that, and so yeah, burglar and housekeeper. So yeah, okay, so when we get to here, we can then send that team out to get to this. Maybe by that time, this team will be here. So let's go ahead and start the train. Oh, and then the other thing I could do, right, is train disposition. Okay, so I'm going to have this car in the back, then the 2 cars that we do things with, and then 2 more personal cars, then this and that. We're going to confirm. And now we can go ahead and we'll just, for the video, we'll just go to here and hit those couple of places and stuff like that, because I gotta keep keep that going. So let's go ahead and depart. Because, again, places along the track are very high in expenses, and so we just know that. And if we had machine gun ammo, if it's the price of 11.4, if it's 11.4, we know it's a good place to buy and sell. If it's 10, if it's just 10, then it's not a good place. Okay. And so I think, and what's nice about this particular place is that it has a doctor. So if we had anybody seriously hurt, well, okay, so let's say in the demo and in this game, well, it would have to be the game, because you wouldn't get this far if you were in the demo. So in the game, if you didn't, you didn't go to Penza and save up like at least a little more than $14,000, you would not be able to get the medical car. So you would have to rely on this place here. Like, you could go to doctors, right? And if you got nobody that has a serious injury, but if, let's say you had 5 people, it would cost you $400. So you would still have to have money, okay? So when you get to this point, you'd still have to have money to utilize that. We could take a peek at this, but again, it's hard to judge. Even though I have a trader, that gives me a bonus. Still, without machine gun ammo, if I because if it was only $9, I would know that this is super expensive. But let's look what we can get. We can get some metal here. See, and that's the thing. Jeez. Yeah, and again, this is taking my money. Yeah, there's only 7, and that's only 5. Well, if I'm not going to use medics... If I'm not going to use medics... And let me... this is the worst prices, but... I need to make upgrades on the train, and so I'm sacrificing this. We'll just go to 200. Okay. And so we're going to lose 600 instead of the amount of money that we were going to lose. So this way I do have some money. And now we're going to go ahead and deploy. We're going to deploy this squad. And we are almost there. So I think what we could do is get it going. Now, yeah, I guess I'll stay here. Okay, so we hit 1, so let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so now with putting the proper people on the team to get these places, we'll see what we get. Sometimes we don't. Yeah, look. Has knowledge, but there is nothing to find this time. So that kind of sucks in a way. You apply the proper people and you don't get anything. It's just this is what's in this game. This is what's called the RNG. So yeah, we didn't get nothing. And so we did get 29 food, and we got 62 herbs and 1,500 FXP. But we didn't get, you know, there's one thing we didn't get because there was nothing here. We just didn't get it. So not only did I make a good team to go here, we just got a bad RNG on it. So there's nothing you can do about it. I mean, maybe you could do this and save the game. Like we could go like this and save the game before we got here, and just to see if we could get all 3 things if we wanted to try to nickel and dime it. And so the threat level is starting, and this team I could send them to here. And seeing that team is going there, and this team is going here, we can run the train again. Because the only thing here is the merchant I already did. I already know the composition and the doctor, but we got nobody that's really injured. So I think it would be nice to try to keep this meter down, is to go ahead and move the train. Let's see. Because what I'm showing you is that I'm doing this in a way to hit all the areas to see and decide what it is that I want to get and stuff like that. And so I would imagine we're going to hit this. And now we're going to explore that, and that's going to take a minute. Now don't forget, this team is going to start getting tired. And then this team I have to decide, so maybe I'll stop him there. And while that's going on, this team is going to get done. And this is the way that I had to do this, going from, you know, with the start of the game to Penza and all that. Like hit everything so you see what it's there. Decide if you want to make a choice, you know, buy it or trade or haggle. And so all we got here was a little bit of fuel. That's kind of disappointed. It really is. It's kind of disappointing just getting that. I mean, seriously. But anyways, so yeah, I think for this video, because here's the threat level, it's starting. I'm going to try to move the train to this spot here. So what I want to show you is, okay, so I think this is enough, okay? Unless you say you want to see the whole journey and how I do it, unless you say that in the comments, I'm going to think that you ain't going to want to see this kind of stuff. So but I'm going to hit every one of these places. Now here we need the housekeeper so we can get some really good money or something. And the lake, you know, we're going to get food and we might get herbs. We might get something. Now this gun place, by this time that I get here, I'm going to tell you I'll probably scrap these two teams, make a new team that doesn't have a machine gunner. So I will have some machine gun ammo, because the only way I know that a place is better to buy stuff or sell is if the machine gun ammo is 11.4. If it's less than that, it ain't worth it. But again, because I needed resources, like I'm low on metal and stuff like that. But I think this is enough to show you that I'm just going to continue on in the game and move forward. And if I get a mission, okay, like a battle or something, I will show you it. But you just seen me do this for this right here, and basically this game is like this, but again, we have to keep this down, because if this gets to here or around in here, a plane will come and attack us and damage our train, you know, and stuff like that. So yeah. So I think I'm going to go ahead and end it right here, just so that way you have something else to see that I'm going to move beyond in this game. But I don't want to make it too boring, and this video has already gone on long enough to where you've seen how this is. Like, you know what I mean? It's just a matter of putting the right people at the right places and go along here. So this is where I think a burglar and a housekeeper will hit this place. It'll hit this place and this place. And then there's something along here, right here. And then here's Kazan. So this should be this is a battle. But we'll have a forest here right before we hit it. We'll have a gun place where we can see. Like, I only buy tier 2 weapons, and so you know, and then I'll trade off one weapon, like whatever, Say it's a sniper rifle tier 2. Then I'm going to sell off a tier 1 sniper rifle. Because I think that should match up, like, you know what I mean? And things like that. So yeah, so there's not, this would just be boring for you guys. So no matter where you are in the world, have a great day, a great afternoon, or a great evening. Please take care of yourselves. Be kind to others. God bless to you. Keep all religions equal. This is your friend Jeff signing out. Adios, amigos, and adios, the lovely amigas.